some time. Every day food has become more expensive. Then there are taxes, rent, and expenses for other necessities of life. So it is important for both husband and wife to work. Then it is all right. If this really is the situation for a family, then they can work. Nevertheless, we must consider this instruction of the Holy Quran, which says that to deprive your children of their right by not paying proper attention to their religious and secular education should be a matter of serious concern for their parents. For an Ahmadi, one's financial adversity should not be a matter of such anxiety for one as the lack of the proper education and training of one's children. As I have said, the greatest investment is your children. And to protect and employ this investment in the best way, the most important thing is to create their bond with the Jama'at and to bind their relation with Allah Almighty. Many families visit me. My heart is filled with the praise of Allah, the Almighty, when I see well-educated women with professional skills sometimes do not work just because their children need their attention. These women are neither selfish nor follow their own desires, but their sole purpose is to protect their next generation. They pay full attention to their secular education and their religious education as well. They teach them the do's and don'ts in Western society. When these children enter their adulthood, they become a source of earning a good name for their families and become useful persons for the Jama'at as well. Seeing these children, the heart is filled with gratitude for Allah, the Almighty, for despite living in this environment and in this age, such wonderful young boys and girls have been granted to the Prophet Masih al-Islam by Allah the Almighty. Then there is a weakness that is generally found, and is that such matters are discussed at home that are against the dignity of and respect for the Jama'at. Some well-educated families think that they are highly educated and enlightened, and that their Western culture has enlightened their thoughts and has granted them a license to be critical. Therefore, it is their right that if they see something bad in the Jama'at or in any office bearer, they should express it. Fine. It is a very good thing that members of the Jama'at have a passion and wish to remove the weaknesses in the Jama'at and in its office bearers. The Jama'at of the Prophet Masih al-Islam should be seen to be functioning according to his desires. However, we have also been taught some ways of reformation by Allah, the Almighty. If you wish to reform an office bearer, then tell him that this or that is wrong, or tell his superior officer, or inform the Khalifa of the time. If you have done this thing, then you have no right thereafter to discuss it in front of your children or to spread it from one place to another. The commandment of God and His Messenger is that you must obey your office bearer unless his order is contrary to the commandments of God. Some people profess that they are very obedient and have always submitted, but they forget that despite such claims of obedience, they speak against an office bearer in front of the children. When they do this, they are not only moving the children away from the office bearer, but are distancing themselves from the administration of the Jama'at. In this way, they are ruining the religion of the children. Although in this evil the men play a significant role, but as a guardian and caretaker of the home, a woman should stand firm on such occasions and urge that matters that influence the children at home should not be discussed. The matters should not be discussed at home in children's presence. If examples of courage and honor for the Jama'at are displayed strictly by women, then the men will be inclined automatically towards reformation, or at least they will refrain from talking like this in front of their children. It is an immense grace of God that Ahmadi women are not lagging behind men as far as taking full part in the work of the Jama'at is concerned. In fact, I feel that in America, women are ahead in some ways. Whatever task they start, they do it with zeal and zest. Lajna-e-Mahalla of America ranks amongst some of the better Lajna-e-Mahalla of the world. Therefore, those who are sitting before me should not think that their position is worrying, nor should the Lajna of the world or any other Ahmadi for that matter think that American women are in a bad state. The matter I am discussing here is with reference to a few exceptions. I am speaking about the time when there is the danger of an attack by Satan, or the environment is such that there is no way out, or sometimes the self also puts man in doubt. Perhaps there is an element of those who rarely participate in the programs of the Jama'at. At any rate, those who understand and comprehend the advent of the promised Messiah al-Islam should increase in their faith and continue to assess themselves. For that is also the command of Allah the Almighty. وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And keep on exhorting, for verily exhortation benefits those who would believe. Thus, these matters